Why isn't there more buzz about the ultimate showdown between men and women in the battle of orgasms? Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into a fascinating topic that's sure to get you thinking, and maybe even a little hot under the collar. Do men and women orgasm differently? We all know that the big O is a pretty amazing experience, but is it the same for everyone? We're going to break down the science, the myths, and the realities of orgasms for both men and women. Get ready to explore the fascinating world of sexual health and pleasure. We'll be talking about everything from the physiological differences to the psychological and cultural factors that shape our experiences. So, buckle up, and let's get ready to explore the big bang of the bedroom with some relationship tips along the way. Let's start by getting up close and personal with the science behind orgasms. Understanding the biological mechanisms can help demystify this fascinating aspect of human sexuality. So, buckle up as we dive into the intricate world of orgasms. When it comes to the actual physical experience, men and women have some key differences. These differences are rooted in our unique anatomical structures and the ways our bodies respond to sexual stimulation. For guys, it all comes down to, well, the penis. The male orgasm is primarily centered around this organ, which plays a crucial role in the reproductive process. During orgasm, men experience contractions in the muscles around the penis, which leads to, you guessed it, ejaculation. This process is not just about pleasure, but also about the biological imperative of reproduction. And while the intensity can vary, the sensations are generally focused in that one area. This concentrated pleasure is a hallmark of the male orgasm experience. Now for women, it's a bit more complex. The female orgasm involves a symphony of physiological responses that can vary widely from one woman to another. Our orgasms involve contractions of the pelvic floor muscles, which surround the vagina and uterus. These muscles play a significant role in the intensity and duration of the orgasmic experience. But here's the thing. Women's orgasms can be triggered by stimulation in a variety of areas, not just the clitoris. This diversity in pleasure points makes the female orgasm a more varied and multifaceted experience. Think about the G-spot, the cervix, even the nipples. Each of these areas can contribute to the overall sensation, creating a rich tapestry of pleasure. This means that women have the potential to experience a wider range of sensations during orgasm. The complexity and variability of female pleasure are truly remarkable. It's like having a whole playground of pleasure to explore. The journey to understanding and experiencing orgasms is as unique as each individual, making it a fascinating subject to study and appreciate. One of the most common questions I get is, who has longer orgasms, men or women? It's a topic that sparks a lot of curiosity and debate. People often wonder about the differences in sexual experiences between genders. Well, the answer might surprise you. It's not as straightforward as you might think. While men typically have a shorter refractory period, meaning they can orgasm again more quickly, this doesn't necessarily mean their orgasms are less intense or enjoyable. On the other hand, women often experience longer-lasting orgasms. This can lead to a more prolonged sense of pleasure and satisfaction. Think of it this way. Men's orgasms are like a quick burst of fireworks, intense and explosive, while women's are more like a slow, smoldering fire building up gradually and lasting longer. And when it comes to intensity, it really varies from person to person. Some people might find their orgasms to be incredibly powerful, while others might experience them as more gentle waves of pleasure. Some people describe their orgasms as a wave of pleasure, washing over them in a soothing, rhythmic manner, while others say it's more like an earthquake, shaking them to their core with intense, powerful sensations. The key takeaway here is that there's no right or wrong answer when it comes to the duration or intensity of an orgasm. Everyone's experience is unique and valid. What matters most is that it feels good for you. Embrace your own experiences and enjoy the journey of discovering what brings you pleasure. Now let's talk about the mental side of things. Orgasms aren't just physical experiences, they're deeply connected to our emotions, thoughts, and desires. For both men and women, feeling relaxed, safe, and connected to our partner can make a huge difference in our ability to climax. Stress, anxiety, and relationship issues, on the other hand, can put a real damper on things. It's like trying to enjoy a delicious meal when you have a stomachache. For women in particular, feeling emotionally close to our partner can be a major factor in experiencing orgasm. This doesn't mean that men don't crave emotional connection too, but for women, it's often a non-negotiable when it comes to sexual satisfaction. Let's address the elephant in the room, the orgasm gap. Studies have shown that men tend to orgasm more frequently than women, especially during partnered sex. There are a few reasons for this. First, as we discussed earlier, women's orgasms can be a bit more elusive due to the complexity of our anatomy and the importance of emotional connection. Second, let's face it, society often prioritizes men's pleasure over women's. We're taught to focus on the male orgasm as the goal of sex, which can leave women feeling left out in the cold. But here's the good news, we can close the orgasm gap. By communicating our needs, exploring our bodies, and challenging outdated sexual scripts, we can create a more pleasurable and fulfilling experience for everyone involved. We can't talk about orgasms without acknowledging the role that society and culture play in shaping our experiences. These influences are deeply ingrained in us from a very young age, often without us even realizing it. From a young age, we're bombarded with messages about sex, pleasure, and what's considered normal. These messages come from various sources: media, family, friends, and even educational systems. They shape our understanding of what is acceptable and what is taboo. These messages can be incredibly powerful, influencing our beliefs, desires, and even our ability to orgasm. They can create unrealistic expectations and pressures that affect our sexual well-being. For instance, the portrayal of sex in movies and TV shows often sets a standard that is far from reality. For example, women are often taught to be ashamed of their sexuality, which can make it difficult to embrace pleasure and ask for what we want in bed. This shame can be internalized, leading to a lack of confidence and a disconnect from one's own body. Men, on the other hand, may feel pressure to perform or to have a certain type of orgasm, which can lead to anxiety and even erectile dysfunction. The societal expectation to always be ready and to perform can be overwhelming and detrimental to genuine intimacy. The truth is, there's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to orgasms. Each person's experience is unique, and what works for one person may not work for another. It's important to explore and understand your own body and desires. What matters most is finding what feels good for you and your partner, and ditching the societal scripts that no longer serve you. Embracing open communication and mutual respect can lead to a more fulfilling and authentic sexual experience. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey. Celebrate your unique experiences and share your thoughts below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more thrilling content. See you next time.